Yo, what's going on, y'all? You're tuning in to another exciting episode of It's Just Mario, and I'm your host, Mario Ramone. And today, we're going to talk about someone who's world renowned. She's one of my favorites in the whole world, okay? This person you could drop off in an airplane that is flying across the world, and you could just push her out of the airplane in a parachute, of course, and she can go to Korea, Colombia, New Gambia, East Cleveland, anywhere in the world. Oprah Winfrey. Oprah Winfrey is the ball of light as we know her. We know her as a ball of light. She wants to educate you. She's an educator. She's a motivator. She's a talk show host. She's a news reporter. She's a world-renowned interviewist. Okay, you know some haters gonna be like, that's enough of your auditioning for OWN. Go on and sit down on it. It is what it is. But everybody know how I feel about my Oprah. That's how. Now, when you talk about her, that's when I go up. Talk about my Oprah. Go on and sit down on it. No, I'm gonna get it. But listen. End of scene. What I wanted to say about Oprah was, can you imagine Oprah pissed off? Really pissed off. Like, you didn't become what we see. I'm not talking about the Oprah talk show host. I'm talking about Oprah, the businesswoman. And you told her something ain't right with the account. First of all, when you get to a certain status in America, clearly, you get an accent. And she's richer than half the people with accents, and she doesn't have an accent. Because she wants us to see her as Oprah. The pumpkin lamb that was a news reporter, and I'm just smiling because she's like, okay, I'm cool, I'm chill with it. Until you piss me off. See, Oprah doesn't have an accent like Tina Turner, because Tina Turner's from Nutbush, Tennessee. Now all of a sudden she has a French Riviera accent. Yes, I'm gonna go to the Thunderdome and spend my weekend. What are you gonna do this weekend? And then Madonna. Madonna is from Detroit, and now all of a sudden she has a British accent. Madge, where did you get a British accent? And then, now, I do have to do a little sub thing in this. Madonna says she doesn't let her daughter watch too much TV and all that. But you've been pulsating and gyrating in front of us for years, distorting our mind, and now the Boo Bear can't watch TV? Don't sit down on it. You better let her see some of them videos so we can know how we in this castle. Subtitle. Now we're going to get back on Oprah. So, what I wanted to say about Oprah is, Oprah doesn't have an accent. Oprah's she is not, she might curse sometimes, just sometimes. Maybe after a cocktail or two. I mean, you can't see as much as you've seen and have that in your mind and not say one cuss word or two. Sometimes. Come and sit down on it. But I think that she sings when she's pissed. Like, for instance, her producers fight to tell her, in my mind, this is allegedly, because you know Oprah, if okay, allegedly, the producers are fighting to tell Oprah some bad news. So you know they're fighting, like, who's going to tell Oprah the bad news? And so Jacob is telling Cindy, he's like, well, I told Oprah the bad news last time. And Cindy said, well, my bad news that I told before your bad news was way more bad news than the bad news you was giving her. So that should have counted for two bad news. Jacob was like, well, I'm not going to tell her. You got to go tell her, Jacob. Plus, I've been here for 15 years. Jacob goes to tell Oprah. And they love to tell Oprah bad news when she's getting her hair and her makeup done, sitting there while Andre's doing what he's doing. You know, first of all, Oprah has the best hair. Her and Kelly Ripa and Felicia Rashad has the best hair on television, bar none. Go and sit down on it. And Michelle Indocello. Go and sit down on it. But When Oprah's getting her hair done with Andre, he's in back of her and she's sitting in a chair with her feet up and she's reading her magazines and things. And he has those two little pink sponge rollers and that one plastic roller with the rubber band right there. She just does it in memory of the curl that she used to have. Just like the thugs, when they take the cap full of beer and they turn the 40 ounce and they pour out some and they throw it and it's for the homies. She just keeps that there for the homies, the curl she used to have. Her hair's, and so she has the best hair, and so she does it in memory, and she has her just two sponge rollers. She doesn't do all her hair with sponge rollers. And she's sitting there reading her magazine. The producer comes in there, and he's like, Oprah. And she's like, yes, Jacob. Because that means she already knows if the producer's in there when she's getting her hair and makeup done, this is her time. This is her time. She is reading. She's not thinking about it. She's getting her hair. Doesn't it feel good when people do your... I don't know, but I would assume it feels good if Andre's doing this. And then somebody's putting foundation to make you look beautiful. So it's your time. This is your time. And the producer coming in there and tell you Sigourney Weaver isn't showing up. And then Oprah does... She's not what? Oprah... See... She probably doesn't even know she does it when she's pissed. She sings. She sings, just like Mariah Carey. Because Oprah loves music. But Oprah doesn't like the singers. To be quite honest, because singers are way more difficult than actors and actresses. Now, actors and actresses are eccentric, but they're not difficult, for the most part. Unless you're like a Jack Nicholson or Prince or something who never gives interviews. And you just don't want to be bothered. And if you're going to be an asshole, you just don't give interviews and don't. Good. Come sit down on it. So, but I know that there's been like a couple singers on the Oprah show as I watched it throughout the years that really probably pissed Oprah off. And God bless her soul, as Whitney Houston is being one of them. Remember when she was talking about rolling a joint and lacing it and all that, and Oprah was just really sincerely baffled. She was like this is some new. And then Whitney was like, come on, follow me, Oprah. And then Bob Webb put, follow me, Oprah. And Oprah was like, who's she talking to? Who are you talking to? Whitney. And then when Barbara Streisand, she has to sit on her good side, and she got to change sides that Oprah usually sit on, and painting the mic and different things. And she's like, ooh, these singers, child, they just, woo, they get on my nerves. And then, but she likes the actors except that Tom Cruise. Now she acts like they're friends. Oh, she acts like she loves Tom Cruise, but that's for America. Oprah can't stand Tom Cruise with his jumping on her sofa ass. Oprah was like, you're jumping on my new sofa. And Tom Cruise, I'm going to tell you what really pissed Oprah off about Tom. It's when she was in her bathrobe and her hair was wet before she had her two rollers here and that one plastic one with the thing. He laughed and he couldn't stop laughing. And that pissed my boo off. Her plane just took off. She's like, I didn't like risky business anyway. Anyway, listen, we're not going to prolong this video. This video is called Don't Piss Oprah Off. Don't piss Oprah off, because why would you want to piss off somebody who gives all these people cars and malls and countries and everything? Why would you want to piss her off? Don't piss me off! Alright guys, I'll see you next time on It's Just Mario. I love you, Boo Bears. If you like the video, definitely comment and subscribe to the It's Just Mario show. Alright, I'll see you next time. Peace.